What if Barriss Offee defeated Anakin in their duel in the Clone Wars? The Jedi Order was built on a lie, and Barriss Offee was the only one brave enough to expose it. But in our timeline, Anakin Skywalker's raw fury brought her to justice. But what if the Chosen One's anger became his undoing? As their blades clash in the Jedi Temple, Anakin is blinded by his need for vengeance. Barriss doesn't fight him with strength. She fights him with the truth. She lures him into the lower levels, using his own aggressive style against him. In a moment of pure desperation, Anakin lunges, but Barriss is faster. She doesn't just parry, she strikes a structural support, bringing tons of Coruscant stone down upon him. The Chosen One is buried, not dead, but broken. Barriss doesn't stay to finish the job. She vanishes into the shadows of the underworld, taking the stolen lightsabers with her. Above, the trial of Ahsoka Tano reaches its breaking point. Without Anakin to drag a confessed terrorist into the chamber, the Jedi Council is forced to act on the evidence they have. They expel her. They hand her over to a republic that wants blood. Ahsoka is sentenced to life in a high-security prison, or worse, executed for a crime she didn't commit. When Anakin is finally pulled from the rubble, he is a changed man. The Jedi failed to protect Ahsoka, they failed to catch the traitor, and they failed to help him win. The seed of doubt Palpatine planted didn't just grow, it exploded. Palpatine doesn't even need to wait for visions of Padme. He finds Anakin in the medbay and tells him the Jedi were too weak to let him do what was necessary. Anakin doesn't become the hero of the Republic. He becomes a vengeful ghost, obsessed with hunting down the woman who humiliated him. Meanwhile, Barriss Offee becomes something the Sith never expected, a rogue element. She begins a shadow war, sabotaging both the Jedi and the Republic, becoming the first true spark of a dark rebellion. The Clone Wars don't end with Order 66. They end with a Jedi Order that has already destroyed itself from within, led by a council that lost its way, and a Chosen One who chose hatred over destiny. In this galaxy, there is no hope, only the cold reality that the Jedi were the villains all along. With the Jedi Order fractured and Ahsoka gone, the galaxy descends into a chaos that even Palpatine can't fully control. Anakin Skywalker, now consumed by a cold, calculating rage, doesn't wait for the formal rise of the Empire. He abandons the Jedi Code entirely, donning a dark, prototype armor designed to sustain his crushed body and focus his hate. He is no longer a general, he is a predator, scouring the Coruscant underworld with a battalion of clones who answer only to him. Barriss Offee, however, has become a ghost. She uses her knowledge of Jedi secrets to strike at Republic supply lines, framing the Jedi for every explosion and every death. To the public, the Jedi aren't just failing to win the war, they've become the terrorists they claim to fight. The Senate, terrified and desperate, grants Palpatine emergency powers months ahead of schedule, but instead of a grand reveal, the Chancellor plays a much darker game. He lets Anakin find Barriss, knowing that their final confrontation will be the ultimate sacrifice to the dark side. When they finally meet again in the industrial wastes of the lower levels, there is no talking, no ideology, just the hum of red and blue blades in the smog. Anakin wins this time, but as he stands over a fallen Barriss, he realizes the truth. Killing her won't bring Ahsoka back, and it won't fix the Order. He turns his blade off and looks toward the Senate building. He doesn't go back to the temple. He goes to Palpatine, not as an apprentice, but as a weapon ready to burn the whole system down. Order 66 doesn't start with a command. It starts with Anakin Skywalker walking into the Jedi Council chamber, alone, to finish what Barriss started. In this timeline, the rebellion doesn't start with heroes like Bail Organa or Mon Mothma. It starts with the survivors of a broken era, hiding from a Vader who is more machine than man and more vengeful than anyone could have imagined. The era of the Jedi is over. The era of the Dark Rebellion has begun. What happens next? Does Ahsoka return from her exile to face her former master, or is the galaxy truly lost to the dark? Let's hear your theories in the comments.